All right, cool.
Test. Can y'all hear us? Y'all got sound?
Salagi, if brother Akim and Awafium, if y'all can put a 1 in the chat, y'all can hear us. Put a 1 in the chat, you can hear us. Put a 0 for no sound, all right? Bubba Kashar, if you can.
All right. All right, we good. All right, Salakia. Again, this is ISUPK Delaware. Started out of 1 West, Harlem, New York. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and put a Shapar again. All right. Took the 1. All right. Let's go ahead. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to send out the prayers in Hebrew and in English. So,
I need a note. I need a sheet.
I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
Amajim, which means to stand. Wapanya Hakudam, which means to turn and face the east. All right, and we're going to send the Hebrew, the prayers up in Hebrew and in English. This is the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Simka, Yahweh, Malakaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lathananawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanaw, Kabawafinaw, Kasalakinaw, Kabawafinaw, Wala'ah, Tabi'ayanaw, Banasaya 1. A ball. Hawashayanaw. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wa'athapara. Wa'awalumium. Aiman.
We read the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
All right. This is prayer for the power. Hakat. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Baba Kashar. The thunder now. Hakat. Lara Pa'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Marawa. Hakat. Latahar. Hamatazari. Hakat. Lahakiam. Hamathi. Hakat. Al Rakawa. Hatama Allah. Lagarashan. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water Aman.
We're going to read prayers for the power in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
All right. This is the prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Barakanawa. Wayasha Arla. Wahabayan Saparia. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water Aman.
Somebody read the blessing of Israel in English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
All right, this is the prayer, Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayunya. Ahahariam. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Izaria. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayam. Wa'aratazah. Ayathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Bakal Rai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'aitha, Wa'ai, Awalam.
All right. We're going to read Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from the Lord.
My help comes from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold. He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
From all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thee thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in from.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even from there forevermore. All right. My favorite, Psalms 83. Alahayam. Al-Damayalaka. Al-Takarash. Al-Tashakwat. Al-Kayahana. Al-Yabyaka. Yahama Yawan. Ra'ash. Al-Imaka. Ya'irayumwa. Sawada. Wayata. Ya'itazawa. Al-Tazapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakida. Magalia. Wala Ayasakar. Shamya Sha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Nawa Aitazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Alyaka. Barya. Yakarafwa. Ahoya. Adawam. Wayashmi Mawa Abba. Wahagari. Gabal. Wa'ima One. Wa'ima Lak. Palashaf. I'm Yashabya. Tazawar. Gamashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zerawai. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadian. Kasaya Sara'a. Kayabyan. Banakal. Kayashwan. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayanda Ara. Hayawa. Daman. La'adma. Shayatamwa. Nanayamawa. Kairab. Wakazaba. Wakatazamanai. Kal Nasiyakamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Naya Rashad. Lanawa. Na'awaf. Alahayam. Shayatamwa. Kagagala. Kakwash. Lapanya Raka. Ka'ash. Taba Ira Yaira. Wakalaba. Talahat. Hariyam. Khan. Taradatma. Basa Iraka. Wabasawa Pafka. Taba Halam. Mala'a. Panyaham. Kuala One. Wayabakwashwa. Shemka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Wayabahawa. Ayai. Wayakaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wayadaiwa. Kayata. Shemka. Yahweh. Labaka. Alaya One. Al. Cal. Haratazar.
Read Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies. Make a tumult. And they that hated thee. Have lifted up their heads. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said. Come. And let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of Israel. May be no more in remembrance. For they have consorted together.
For they have consorted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And the Amalek.
Amalek.
And the Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also joined with them.
Assur also joined with them.
They are hoping the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
And Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
Salah. Jabin. At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Was perished at Endor.
Was perished at Endor.
They become as dung of the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make thy nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeeb.
And like Zeeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Zamunda.
And as Zamunda.
Who said.
Let
us take them to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The house of Yahweh in possession.
The house of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a fire.
As fire.
Sorry. As a stumble before the wind.
As a stone before the wind.
As the fire burneth a wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the flames setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flames setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
With
thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. Oh Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh. And the Most High. Over all the earth.
Christ. All right. Sar, use your turn. All right. Shopping, be seated. Most High Christ. Ooh, wait, man. That every single time.
That prayer, bro. I don't know what y'all do something to me.
Yeah, definitely do something to me.
It's already hot in here.
Hey, you right?
It's already hot in here, man. I don't know. I feel like my soul just like.
Yeah, man. It's like.
How can I put it? Y'all watch Dragon Ball Z? But I was trying to turn to Super Saiyan 2. So upgrade. Upgrade, man. What's going on?
Yeah, shalom, everybody. It's good to have a nice full class today, man. Shalom, sisters and brothers.
Sisters and brothers online.
Yeah,
man.
who all up in there, man?
Let me see here, man. Who's Atara?
Yeah, Atara in person and online.
I see Atara here. Let's see the Shah's in here. Let me see who else. Kayal,
shalom, guys.
We got Jill in the building.
Hey, Jill.
You know what I'm saying? Not TV. You know what I'm saying?
Not in the building.
Not TV.
Not so you already Nizzo.
Yeah, I know. There's another one that just arts and paint.
Yeah, shalom, sis.
What's going on?
Always with
sis?
the art and the paint.
Arts and paints, man. Arts and paints being here.
That's sis right there. You know what I mean?
Okay, arts and paints. You know what I'm saying?
She coming to the Passover.
Hey, arts and paints. You come to the Passover, arts and paints.
Yeah.
Paint. Got the ass
You're
art.
able to tap on them so you can see their comments too. Tap on the comments.
Hey man, this is new to me. You know what I'm saying? This technology right here, it's new to me. Oh man, I came from the time, you know what I'm saying, we had floppy disk.
Yo, I do remember that playing. What was the game? Train game. It was, I forget.
Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail. That was my boy. When you had computer class and they started talking about that Oregon Trail, you was like, yeah, don't try to go Oregon Trail.
Where is that? See, you don't know nothing about that, Cam. You don't know nothing about that, Cam.
You don't know about that, man.
You don't know about Oregon Trail.
Nah, I don't know about that, man.
Oh, Contra.
Oh man.
You don't know about Contra.
He played Oregon Trail today. He'd be like, what the heck was y'all on?
Man, Oregon Trail. Not the old school Oregon Trail. Yeah. Not the one with the little white pellet that shot across shoot the ox.
They don't know about that. Yeah. They don't know about that right there. Where we was at? We was in Exodus 12.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. We stopped at 20. Well, we started picking up at 22.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we gonna get right on into it today, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So like the recap, man. We went over I'm talking about Exodus. So Moses received orders from the Most High, and the Most High was telling Moses what they should do. Tell the congregation of Israel, the house of Israel, his people. He was telling them what they should be doing.
and preparing for the night that of killing that was going to happen. It was telling everybody to prepare. It was going to talk about this. We were going to celebrate in the first month of Abib. Okay, that was April. Okay, that's the first month of our year. It's April. Right. You know what I'm saying? We want to prepare ourselves and remember this day that the Lord was going to separate us from our adversaries, our enemies. You know what I'm saying? And he gave orders to Moses. And Moses followed the orders and passed them on to the elders of Israel to pass them on amongst the people. And he would tell them that he had to do the Passover, how to prepare for the Passover. And also the next day was going to be the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And then he gave them orders, and the orders was going to go out. And the people of Israel had to follow these orders right here. If they didn't follow these orders right here, they would be separated from Israel. They've been cut off from the nation. Okay, so we're gonna that was just did a recap. That's
Khan. I mean, it's definitely, you know what I mean. It's like you said, it's our new year. You know what I mean. This is when we. I know I say new year, but
this is our first month, our year.
This is the beginning of our
months. Yeah,
that's the way we say it.
You know, that's the beginning of our months.
The world, they have New Year's. You know what I mean. They celebrate that. We don't celebrate New Year. We celebrate our king, our most high power, separating us from the Egyptians and bringing us out of captivity. You know what I'm saying? And this happened once before, only once. You know what I mean? And it's gonna happen again.
Ooh wee.
So we definitely looking forward to that. We seeing the beginning of it now, but we definitely gonna get into that too.
Definitely.
All right. So let's go ahead and get into. I'm gonna start at Exodus chapter 12 and verse 22. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and read it in 7 verses in Hebrew.
That's like everybody understand. Before they leave to go to Florida, you're going to Florida, you must take all the bread out of your house that have yeast in it. Anything that's like, let's rephrase it. Anything that has yeast in your house, you must remove it from your house.
Right.
Okay. And baking soda. So, you said so like you said, baking soda. Yes,
baking soda.
You got to remove
baking soda.
Yeah, baking soda had yeast.
Okay.
All right. Make sure you read the back of. You don't have to throw it away, but you like flour. What else? Like cornbread mix, whatever you got in your house, whatever. Not no Jiffy. I'm holding a Jiffy, but whatever, anything that have yeast in it is non-perishable. You can put it in the back of your trunk or your car till you come back.
Right.
You understand? You don't have to throw that away.
Right.
But I wouldn't advise you to go buy bread the week of Passover.
Don't do
you know what I'm saying? You're on your last slice, man. You're gonna start making that your unleavened bread. Start eating that for the week, preparing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Definitely don't go buy a loaf of bread for your house, and then all of a sudden you leave on that Wednesday, and whenever you go to Passover, you left that bread in your house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So stop preparing yourself, you know what I'm saying? Keep your things in your mind. So so you won't forget when it comes time for us to leave the house and go down to Florida, Cocoa Beach to our Passover.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? 53rd annual Passover is down there, in Cocoa Beach.
Can't wait to get with the Akim and the Aquafium, man. It's gonna be a wonderful time, man.
We got Daryl Brown said, "What's so bad about yeast?" I missed that part. If you don't mind repeating. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got orders. We got a law that was passed down to us from the Most High, and Moses passed this on to us. These was instructions from the Lord. The Lord told us not to have yeast, in our bread, because we didn't have time when the Lord was going to pretty much destroy enemies. We didn't have the time to wait and sit to let the bread rise, to puff up. So we had to make this bread as quickly as possible. So we had bread that didn't have yeast in it. You understand? Because this was preparing us to get out of Egypt as fast, quick as possible.
Right.
Because what the Lord was going to do, he was going to kill every firstborn that was in Egypt. You understand? And he was really going to put a difference between Egypt and Israel.
That's right.
You understand? And he was going to kill every firstborn. And he understood that once this settled into the Pharaoh's mind, that he wanted to have vengeance on his people.
That's right.
You understand? He and we're going to get along, you're going to see that Pharaoh let us go for a second, and then all of a sudden he changed his mind.
Right.
He sent his army behind us to try to come kill us for vengeance on the death of his firstborn son. And his firstborn in the whole Egypt. He wanted to take vengeance to kill all Israel. You understand? But there was a remembrance for us to have, to understand that we didn't have the time to prepare fresh raised bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That good old soft biscuit or roll, you know what I'm saying, with the butter on it. We ain't had time.
Right.
We had to eat the bread that cut your gums a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was still bread.
We ain't had time for your mama biscuits.
Right. We didn't have the luxury. You know what I'm saying? Martin said my mama biscuits.
My mama biscuits.
So this right here is for remembrance.
Right.
Of the day that the Lord prepared us to get out of the people who had us captive. You know what I'm saying? In captivity. Okay? It's remembrance. So you should remember these things for all generations. You understand? All generations.
All right.
I hope that answers your question, Daryl.
Man, we gonna get into it. You're gonna definitely.
If I could, just continue staying in class. You know what I'm saying? Come to class, man. You'll learn more. All right.
Absolutely.
That what we telling the brother. You know what I'm saying? We got. I don't know where you from, Daryl. You might be from Delaware South. You know Daryl down that way. No. If you is down in Delaware South, you know, also Thushium, also Zara Ward, they down there in Delaware South area. You know what I'm saying? The more than welcome, come to the school. Also Matazi Allah. So they down in Delaware South, excellent brothers. You know what I'm saying? If not, you can come up here to North Delaware where we got classes up here. You know what I'm saying? 1232 North King Street. You come get in class, all right? And you'll learn these things.
Sign Christ.
Salaki.
You 12, sir. You 12. All right, so this is Exodus chapter 12 and verse 22. I'm gonna read 7 verses in the Hebrew. Walakwatham Agadath Azawab Watabalath Thumb Badam Ashar Basap Wahaga Itham Al Hamashakwa Wap Wa'al Shataya. Not yet, sir. Shataya Hamazawa Zath Mana Hadam Ashar Basap Wa'atham La'a Tatazawa Hayash Mapathaka Bayathawa I Bakwar, verse 23. Wa I Bara Yahweh La Nagat Ath Matazarium Wara Ath Hadam Al Hamashakwa Wap Wa'il Shathaya Hamaza Wazath Wapasak Yahweh Al Hapathak Wala'a Yathan Hamashaka Yath Laba Al Bathayakam Lanagap 24 Washamar Thum Ath Hadabara Azaha Lakakwa Lak Wala Banayak Iwalam, verse 25. Wahaya Kaya Thaba Awa Al Ha'arataza Ashar Yathan Yahweh Lakam Wa'ashar, Slakia, Kashar, Dabara, Washama Ratham, Ath Ha'ai Bada, Haza Ath. Verse 26, Wahaya, Kaya, Wa'amara, Alayakam, Banayakam, Maha, Ha'ai Bada, Hazaath, Lakam. Verse 27, Wa'amar Thum, Zabak, Pasak, Hawa'a, Layahawa, Ashar, Pasak, Al, Bathaya, Banaya, Yasha'ala, Bama Tazar Riyam, Banagapawa, Ath, Matazarium, Wa'ath, Bathaya Nawa, Hatazayal, Wayakwad, Ha'aim, Wayashatha Kawawa. 28. It says Wawa.
You said Wawa?
What kind, sir?
Ain't that about
28. Wayalaka, and it's probably wall instead of like, it probably is not Wawa at the end, it's probably wall. Wow. Instead of Wawa, it's probably wall. 28.
Same difference.
28. Wayalakawa, Waya Aishawa, Banaya, Yasha'ala, Ka'ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Ath, Masha, Wa'aharan, Khan, Aishawa.
Give it up for that, brother, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Hebrew is very difficult, man.
Yeah.
Very hard. Understand?
All
right, cool. We'll go back to verse 22.
Yes, sir.
Read down to 29, right?
28. I read 28.
You read 28? All right, cool. No swear.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I'm going to read it in the English, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're in Exodus 12 and 22 in the English.
Wake up, Cam. I was just messing with myself.
And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop, it's like, and dip it in the blood that is in the basin. I strike my screen cracked. Lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until morning.
That's right. So if I may, sir, we took that lamb, we slaughtered that lamb, you know what I mean? And he took that blood and he's telling you what to do with the blood. You know what I mean? And take that blood and of course we put it on the doorpost, you know what I mean, of your house. And that time you stayed your butt inside. You know what I mean? You did not go out that night. Go ahead, sir.
No sweat. Now understand, Moses had already given these orders to Aaron, right? That's like a name. Moses had already given these orders to the elders of Israel. Mm-hmm. You read the verse before. Now they are implementing these instructions from the Lord. Mm-hmm. So now people are putting these into effect. Now they have slaughtered the lamb with no blemish. Okay? And then he got the blood and he just put it on the post. Just tell them where you have to put it at. Mm-hmm. And people are doing it. And you in Israel is doing it right now. Okay?
Right. Okay.
All right, cool. Verse 20. Go ahead. Yeah.
You know what's heavy about this? Just thinking about the mindset of us when we came out of Egypt. It's right now, if we was given those instructions by Commanding General Yohanan to give to our people, they'll argue it right now. They'll argue it and will not want to do it.
You're right.
Even though they'll see where the Most High said he puts a difference between us and them, they'll still fight against them.
Right.
They'll still fight against them. Today, oh, for sure today. That's why this Exodus is going to exceed that one.
Right.
And that's the only one that we're going to be talking about. We're not even going to remember this one.
Right.
No more. We ain't going to talk about this one no more. According to the scriptures.
Right.
This one right here, it's going to be heavy. And we right at the
right.
And, if I may,
no, go ahead, do your thing.
Right now is so critical because Commander General Yohanan is giving us orders. He is giving us a command led by the Spirit of the Most High that we should check our morals.
Right.
We should check our morals.
That's right.
And get rid of that pride, that selfishness, that self-centered.
Right.
We need to get rid of that right now.
Right.
Like right now is the time, and we have that chance to repent at this moment.
Right.
And we should be doing that, but instead we got Jake sisters online, still showing their tail, still showing their side, not really seeing the severity of what's going on right now.
Nah, Most High and Craig.
That's an excellent point.
That's an excellent point, man. Because it's a shame that.
Can I finish your point? I'm gonna go a little deeper.
Okay, kind of concept. What's that?
The devil is up.
Test. All right.
Yeah.
But so that is very heavy because it's a shame that all we need to do is have brotherhood and sisterhood. You know what I mean? That's all I want to say, sir. Like that's what's holding us back.
Man, let me. I'm gonna go a little deeper, right?
Ahead,
to your point, Dutch Young. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. We fail to realize that the Most High replenished the earth with 8 people. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? So, like it's real heavy. You know what I'm saying? To not, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how many people he may use just to replenish the earth at a time. It was only 8. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people didn't want to listen to Noah when he told them, the flood was coming.
Right.
And it took a period of time for him to do what he had to do to get prepared. Just like right here, when the instructions was given to Moses, Noah had instructions too. Noah followed those instructions that was given to his power, from his power. He followed those instructions to the point that he was in safety. Right here, the same point. The Lord is giving Moses the instructions to help save his people. And those that don't want to listen, he already said before, let them be cut off from Israel. You know what I'm saying? And here we understand that it's a thing called what? Reincarnation. Our people is going to die for not listening to us. You know what I'm saying? Not listening to the instructions that's given by the Most High. Right. When we out there in the corner, we giving instructions to our people to help fix themselves, to get back in the safety net. But when they don't listen to us, they are not in the safety net. They don't have a protection barrier. That's why you see killings at birthday parties. That's why you see people dying at bowling alley, like what's his name? Not Young Thug, but his Young Thug baby mama got killed over a bowling ball. You know what I'm saying? A bowling alley. So these are things right here, you know what I'm saying, that protect you and keep you safe. Right. And they have brotherhood and sisterhood. But this right here is a safety net, instructions from the Lord. You understand? Okay. But these are instructions right here for us to follow to keep us in that safety net.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we read Psalms 21?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he can watch over us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Watch over us and make sure that we be safe in the areas that we're going to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Found this week is a serial killer in Philadelphia who's taking little kids and girls, women, and wrapping them up in plastic wrap and throwing their bodies, which Philadelphia police them know about it, but he won't tell nobody. But guess what? The Lord had let somebody at the job site who has a cousin that work at a police force let me know. So now I'm here to bring it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Being aware of us, your sisters out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He keeping a track record because he said this is the same type of thing that's been going on up and down the East Coast.
Listen, man.
That's his signature move is by putting them down in plastic wrap and throwing them somewhere. That's his signature move. And he all down the East Coast. He had done from Florida all working the way up to the East Coast.
Good night.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, get your like you said, sir, if I may, sir. Keep your morals in order, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how you protect yourself from these type of individuals. That's how you protect. You ain't got to worry about, anybody coming up against you if you keeping your morals right. But you go ahead and try to play, worldly.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and try to be like everybody else if you want to. You're gonna find yourself in plastic wrap.
It's like Ken, what did he say in the scriptures, y'all? He said, "I'll make thy adversary my adversary."
Right.
You understand? And he said these things here because why? Because you kept his instructions.
Right.
And he got to fulfill his duty by protecting you. So when you don't follow his instructions, then he can't fulfill his duties. Right. You have broken his contract. Y'all understand it. Y'all understand breaking contracts on Esau. What Esau would do to you, break his contract. You sign bank loans all the time. You sign car loans, home loans, personal loans. Understand the stipulations come behind it when you fail that contract. Right. When you fail your obligation to fulfill the contract, what happened? Esau will take damn near everything from you.
Right.
He'll try his best to take everything from you. Keep things on your credit report, keep things here and there so you can never get another house. It might take you 20, 30 years, but you can get something else. You know what I'm saying? He'll try his best to punish you. You know what I'm saying? But our people will try to make sure they please Esau and his laws, but he will not try to please the Most High with his laws. You understand? And Most High is not asking for us to do things that's grievous, because they says in the scripture his laws is not grievous. You understand? It's basic, simple things to keep us living longer, healthier, and a safe life.
Right.
And our people got to realize these things. You understand? It's like
no, you too wild, sir. You too wild,
it's like, I go off sometimes.
Yeah, come on, sir. It's too wild.
You got to pull me back in.
All right, pull me
back in. It's
do one of these.
Yeah, it's like
No, that's right. And because you make me want to go in. It's like you bring it all the way up. But I talk to my son quite a bit, right, Cam? And I always tell you how it's important, to follow instructions. And sometimes you might not understand. Remember, I had a discussion, about what you learned last week and how do you apply it to your life. When you get these instructions, it's very important. You might not understand it. You might not like it. You see what I'm saying? But it's to save you. It's to keep you out of harm's way. You see what I'm saying? So that's how the Most High is, because he's the ultimate father. He's the ultimate father. We learn from him how to raise our children is how he wants to raise his children. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm dealing with you, I'm thinking about how Most High deals with us. And we stubborn. So sometimes I understand that you just going to be like, you're going to buck. I understand. You know what I mean? But then sometimes it's like, all right, you ain't got no choice. You understand? So, but Cam gets it, you know what I'm saying? Because you going to be the leader of your generation. That's why you in this class. That's why you in here. So that you can hear all that you need to hear, and you need to soak all this information up. You see what I'm saying? That's a high responsibility, because ain't nobody around you know about this. None of your kids in your classroom, none of them know about this information. You do. So you got to set the example. You know what I mean? That's a heavy load, ain't it? But I believe you could do it. So make sure that you always paying attention, understanding what the message is. What is the purpose of this story here? What is the purpose of this Bible? You see what I'm saying? Because this is your heritage. You know what I'm saying? This is your heritage. So you can't be like everybody else, because guess what? If you do try to be like everybody else, you might end up in plastic. You don't want that, right? Follow your Most High. Follow the power, son. Follow your father as he follows Christ. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I just wanted to bring that out, because this is so heavy.
It is heavy.
You know what I mean? And what God was so to a T in the instructions that he gave to his children. And he said, don't you open that door. What we gonna do today? Man, it ain't that deep. Man, we ain't gotta do all that. That ain't how it's supposed to be. We ain't gotta do all that. Let me try.
Open the door and
Open the door, and he gonna take your kid.
Man,
good night. Nah, I'm gonna keep that door shut. Hey, look, he's shutting the door right at the same time. Go ahead, shut this door right quick.
Yo, man, for real, man. I'm gonna go a little further in, man. Listen. Also, the angels went in there and saved who? Lot, right?
Right,
and the angel gave them the treasure that came for the Most High.
Right.
And he told him and his wife, "Don't look back." What she did?
I left my braids. I left my hot iron.
No, she ain't look back. You know the real reason why she was looking back? Because she couldn't see herself leaving the lifestyle that she was living in there.
You just get one more look.
Can you imagine how many brothers and sisters is not going to be able to lead this lifestyle of America? This land of being free. You can be free as a homosexual all you want to.
Man.
You can be the biggest drug dealer all you want to. You can get all the whores you want to. You can do all the things that you want to do right here in the land of America. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people are going to turn their backs on the Most High because they can't let go of the luxury and the lifestyle of America?
If I may, sir, and I know we got to get back to the story, but if I may, because you bring up a heavy point, they did that so many daggone times, man. Ain't nothing new under the sun. We left Exodus, what they do.
Same thing.
He was better off with the Egyptians. You know what I mean? Every captivity that we stepped away from, we kept saying we was better off in captivity. Not this time, though. Not this time. When it finally go all the way down, we gonna be like, man, I don't care about getting manna from heaven and just sitting in the wilderness. Man, that place was hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir. Salaki.
No sweat. You get back to it, Exodus 12 and 23 in English. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians.
No, you're gonna smite the white people.
The Egyptians.
You're gonna smite the Chinese people.
Egyptians.
You're gonna smite who?
The Egyptians. All right. And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel, right, and on the two side posts, it's like, I don't want to say Lord. The Most High will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in into your houses to smite you.
Right.
You understand? Whoa. Do y'all hear that? The Lord have released his destroyer. You understand?
I don't think we caught that one. Say that one more time. I think they missed that one.
Y'all catch that what he said?
Yeah. Can you read that one more time?
I'm gonna go back.
Read that one more time.
The Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. What kind of?
He not real.
No, listen. What
God
type of?
Real.
What type of?
Salaki, sir.
No, go ahead, man. I'm just saying, man.
They don't believe it, man. They don't believe it. I can see it. You know what I mean? They just like, you mean to tell me God going to send something to kill?
I thought God was all love. I thought God loved everybody.
Yeah.
God don't kill.
Yeah.
God don't do evil.
Yeah.
Well, he said he gonna send his destroyer.
He's going to send a destroyer.
He got something up there, wherever he got him at. Oh, this creature. We know he's part of the hideous beast
so
he has.
It's not a man. It's not people he going to send with guns and tanks.
No.
He's sending the destroyer.
He's sending a destroyer. It's something vicious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they told him not to open the door because he got an order to kill everything in sight that don't have blood on the post. And anything that moves outside that door. He got an order. He's going deep. Only thing he knows that the Most High is giving him an order and he's going to complete it and fulfill it.
Right.
That's the type of mentality that we have in the ISUPK. That's the type of mentality that you have to have in your mindset. Get prepared for this country to be destroyed.
Right.
Because even though this country is going to be destroyed, you understand? We still got to keep moving forward. You understand?
Right.
We still got to keep going forward. And we still have these laws, statutes, and commandments going to be in place.
Right.
You understand?
No.
These laws, statutes,
after the kingdom come, we're gonna be able to just party and do whatever we want.
Christ said, "Bring that."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Christ,
not my Jesus.
Christ said, "Bring that hither." What Christ say? What did Christ do? Yo, listen. Christ said, "Bring that hither and slay them before me."
Right.
If anybody don't keep these laws, statutes, commandments, he think it's gonna be easy. You think you gonna go out there and think you gonna take your kids trick or treating and put their Christmas tree up?
Yeah.
Let a brother or sister find there out inside of the nation. Cause you know why? Cause we're gonna have a remembrance. We're gonna have a remembrance of what happened when we was inside captivity of another nation and how they treated us.
Right.
They're gonna bring back to our attention, like, man, we ain't going back through that. Cause they're gonna be in our history. We understand it. And we ain't gonna make sure we ain't going back to that. You understand? The Lord just don't punish one person. He makes sure that one person mess up in Israel, we all get filled with wrath.
Mm-hmm.
That's throughout the whole scriptures. You understand? We all gonna feel it.
We going back to you dying for certain.
Nah, man, you did what? Nah, you gotta go.
You did.
You gotta go.
You're certain back to the law when you die for certain things. You know what I'm saying?
What was it?
I don't know what it's gonna be like. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying Isaac. Was it Isaac? Not Isaac. Jacob, one of his ribs took idols. You know what I'm saying? She took idols. And he was like, man, what the word? I don't know what this threat is coming against me. What's going on? I'm doing everything right. He found out his real took idols. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta understand. We gotta pay this to it could be a whole. And if anybody mess up, we all messed up.
But if I may, sir, the thing is that you gotta understand what we going through and what we're gonna go through to come out of this captivity. You know what I mean? And go into our kingdom. Understand, it's gonna be so harsh that you're not even going to want to go against the law.
Right. That's heavy.
Like you said, we tried by fire. You understand that? So when we get the kingdom, it's going to be easy for us to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You got something, sir?
Do I? But I want to add this, though. And we're going to go to Isaiah 54:16.
Come on.
What's heavy about what we're talking about is following the Most High, following his law, statutes, and commandments. That's what we should be doing right now. And unfortunately, people think that when Yahushua come, it's just going to be like some magic trick, and it's just going to be like, poof, and now all of a sudden we're going to start following his law, statutes, and commandments. But here in the School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we taught that right now. We taught to follow his laws, his statutes, and commandments. Those are becoming a brain muscle memory to us now.
Right.
They're being written on our hearts right now, which is our minds right now. And when Yahushua comes, he's coming for those who are following those laws, those statutes, and those commandments. And speaking about destroyer, that's why I said, well, in Isaiah 54:16, he talks about one of those destroyers today, that nuclear destroyer.
Right.
It says, behold, I have created the smith. That's like that Smith and Wesson. That smith that bloweth the coal in the fire. It's coming with fire. It's coming with that storm. You know what I'm saying? And what y'all just read is deep, because he said the destroyer is not going to harm us.
Right.
You know, I talk to people all the time and I tell them right now we at the break of World War III. Right. So right now, we should be getting into his laws, his statutes, and commandments. That should be our moral compass. But no, they think, nah, they waiting for him to come. But right now, if you're following that moral compass of the law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to walk right through this. Right. That destroyer is not going to bother you. Right. That destroyer is not going to hit you. This Smith and Wesson, the one that blow the coal in the fire, it's not going, damn right. It's not going to harm you. You know what I'm saying? And you won't be worried. Like, I have no worries about what's going on. Right. I want Russia to go in, and I want America to get involved with the no strike zone or whatever. Yeah, I want all of this to happen. I'm eager. Right. I'm waiting. Right. Please let this be it. Right. You know what I'm saying? He goes and says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, for the Most High's work, his judgment, the one that we reading about, the one that's going to take place. We reading about this, and I have created the waste to destroy you. I mean, to destroy. It's coming to destroy.
That's right.
And it will destroy. But, some reason our people just don't want to follow that law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
They just don't want to do it. So what you bringing out is heavy, sir. That's all.
Come on.
No sweat. No sweat. Huh?
Yeah, man. Just listen. Like you said, man, when that thing comes, sir, you know what I mean? He said the Smith and Wesson. Good night.
I ain't playing
that
around.
Thing come, man. Listen, man. If you ain't on the side, you can't listen, man. It's either you on this side or you on that side. You know what I mean? Who you choose to serve?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Do you serve God, or do you choose to serve God?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You need to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? And make that choice immediately. Expeditiously.
Yeah.
You need to go ahead and do that because Most High ain't playing. And like you said, listen, wars and rumors of wars. You seeing wars and you hearing rumors of wars. We've been seeing wars and hearing rumors of wars for the longest time now. Like y'all don't realize that. I remember when I was in '96, they was talking about what was it? The Gulf War and stuff like that.
Gulf Wars and all that.
Sis.
And the scriptures also speak of we won't know, like the end times, we won't know the seasons by the budding of the trees.
Right.
And it's 70-something degrees outside, and normally it's not like that. It should be still cold.
Right.
Should still be cold.
Right.
And we've been having unordinary weather.
Right. Yeah, they they've been saying all types of stuff this week, didn't they? It was like it's supposed to rain, it's supposed to do that, man. It was beautiful. I woke up, the sun woke me up. Like, oh shit.
Shalaki, man. The weatherman said it's supposed to be a cloudy day. I come outside, it's snowing.
He don't know what he doing.
It's snowing outside.
That was crazy.
Man, I had the biggest snowflakes I ever seen in my life. I was like, man, this joint was sticking to me, man. Like, I know if people did that for listen, if I had to work outside for that, if I would have stayed out there, man, I'd been like the snowman.
But a snowman out there, Jay.
I'd have been an actual snowman. I'm telling you.
Did you have your hand raised, sis? Oh, I thought it. Okay.
You got something to say, sis?
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's just crazy how they do all that, man. It's ridiculous.
All right, let's go ahead and get back to it there, sir.
All right, cool. No sweat. We're in verse 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now the Lord is going to send a destroyer. So we're going to verse 24. And ye shall observe this thing for the ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever.
How long?
Forever.
How long is forever?
Forever, ever. Infinity. You know what I'm saying? Forever.
No end.
Mm-hmm.
There's no end.
No end.
That means even to this day
Mm-hmm.
that we're supposed to keep this. I don't remember doing this in church.
Yeah.
We didn't keep the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Nope.
We didn't even talk about the Exodus.
Nope.
If anybody's watching on Sunday on your holy day, if you happen to go back and watch this tomorrow, we don't even talk about the Exodus. We don't talk about, but we do talk about Jesus in the New Testament and how he loves everybody. I do remember that, and how you supposed to love everybody, even your white neighbor, because that's your neighbor, your actual neighbor. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. They definitely teach about prosperity. Yeah. Something.
That's exactly what I point out. I was going to touch on. They teach you that you're not giving enough.
Yeah.
That's why I say.
Well, yeah. You stealing.
Because I'm giving money.
You're stealing.
The proper seed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You're right about that, man. For real, the sister Bushy bringing the wars, the rumor of wars.
Yeah.
What did it say after that though?
What's that?
The end is not yet to come.
Right.
So even though you're talking about nuclear war and all this, but yeah, y'all understand, man, the end ain't yet to come. It's gonna be, as we say, the wilderness. It's going back into the Stone Age.
They're not ready for that.
No technology. No Game Boys and computer laptops.
No Roblox, Cam. Oh, what you gonna do?
None of that. You know what I'm saying? No, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Tablet. Well, he probably don't do Roblox no more.
The food, you understand? Like the food that you grow, the food that you're gonna grow is gonna be back to the hand tilling. It's gonna be back to sheep herding. It's gonna be back to that type thing. Because when we get into it, woo-wee. Everybody gonna get into it. Everybody want to test these tools that the Lord has created.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord do good and evil. You know what I'm saying? He do good and evil. And if any evil or good is done in the city, it's of him. You understand? Yeah. I'm paraphrasing.
No,
but
God is good all the time.
No, it's not.
And all the time, God is good.
Don't say that. Y'all gotta understand. But these are orders. These orders passed down to the men. If you have men in your household, you supposed to pass these down to thy sons. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to pass them down to thy sons, man. Your sons supposed to understand this right here.
Right.
And this not to last for a month or be a phase or, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be lasting forever.
Forever.
To their kids. Right. So when the Lord, when the Lord decided, reincarnation, you come back, that it's already been instilled to your kids to keep this, and you can be brought back into it.
That's right.
You understand? Then your kids should be raised in the right direction so they don't be deterred or go away from this.
Right.
Because this is a safety net, man. How else you think the whole nation of Israel is going to be reborn again? Everybody ain't going to get this. And everybody don't want this in our nation. They're going to have to be reborn into this.
Right.
They're going to have to be taught this. You understand? And that's a heavy point that most people don't understand. You understand? I understand that 8 people. When they say 8 people, the Lord used 8 people to bring this whole replenish the earth again, I'm like, oh, good night. The Lord don't care about numbers.
Right. Nah, man.
We care about numbers.
Right.
We care about them. How they say them figures.
Mm-hmm.
Lord can care less about it. He's him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So like if I may, sir, get back to what they teach in church, right? What they do in church is they do something called Easter Sunday, right? But they call it the Passover Sunday, right? Let me tell you about the Passover Sunday. What that is,
talk about the gun line, boy.
That's just a different name for what's that? Esther, the fertility goddess. It's just another name because if you look at the pattern of it, it's always the first Sunday after the first full moon.
Right.
So that's the same pattern. And I try to tell people this, even though you change the name, you're still doing and worshiping this fertility goddess. Right. You're still doing it. They just changed the name. And that's the reason why they do it every first Sunday after the first full moon. That's why they do it. They do it in that same pattern. That's why it changes all the time and all of that in church. So they're in church. They're celebrating. They calling it the Passover Sunday, but it's really Esther, the fertility goddess.
If I may, you daggone right. Because I definitely remember Easter Sunday. Everybody go get your Easter suit. People that ain't never been there in years, they show up. You see friends, you see the folks that you ain't seen in years. Oh man, how you been? You know what I mean? It's about time you came back. You know what I mean? But the one thing that they definitely do is they do a reenactment of Christ's death.
Right.
You know what I mean? They'll have a whole scene. I remember I seen the one video where dude was whipping the ball and he actually hit him too hard. Right. You seen that, Drake? And he was like, what's your problem? But that's what they do. They reenact the whole death. But what did Christ say? Right, exactly. It's crazy, right? But what did Christ say? Christ said, do this in remembrance of me.
Right.
What was the this? Keeping the Passover.
Keeping the Passover.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't say, remember my death, remember me taking this cross, putting it on the shoulder, walking it up to what's the place of death, whatever they called it. You know what I mean? Getting up on a joint and then saying the last words, because they all, that's another thing they do in the church.
Right.
They say the last words of the last 7
like that.
I don't have a whole
I can't even recall, man, because I ain't been there so long.
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. And the reason why I'll never forget it is because that's who I'm fighting against. And I got to know my enemy.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I see him every day.
so I know him, man, but you know,
Shoot, I know exactly. Yes, I know about you. Ain't that what I said? Yes, I know about you. Yes, I know about you. I know exactly what you're doing, and you're still doing it. So you can't hide it. You can't sit there and hide what you're doing within your walls. You know what I mean? Because we outside on the corners and you see what we do. But you inside those four walls and you using and abusing our people. And I know exactly what you're doing.
I know exactly.
So I ain't never going to forget it because I hate it.
So like I don't know about all that. Shalakia. You know what I'm saying? Is churches, man, listen. Churches have evolved, right? Churches are not the same type of churches that you used to go to.
Ooh-wee.
Their churches, what the churches are now doing, they're trying to adapt to get people to come in their churches.
Yeah, they turn them into clubs, sir.
They do things. God, they do things now. So old style churches that I went to, I remember that, you know, it been more strict and stern, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, you definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about that's type churches I went to. The old the hymns that he's singing in church and the organ play. You know what I'm saying? Now he came into the new churches, new style of Christianity. I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bringing some new stuff to me. You know what I'm saying?
I did different types. So like I said, I did different types.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I started out in a regular church. It didn't really have a denomination, but then I went to Kojic. You know what I mean? Church of God in Christ. And then and this is me growing up. Now, of course, I was still I was doing my thing. You know what I mean? But I was going there for the money. And then Church of God in Christ. And then at the Church of God in Christ, hey, I met my rib. I remember my rib in church. Don't play. Shoot. I went back to church because of my ribs. Yeah, I was like, oh, she a good one. I got to show her that I'm about that life. You know what I mean? But then I went to, look, I'm be honest. But now, it's like, ooh, wait.
Here comes Cam.
But then I was in a holiness church. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff was a little bit closer, you know what I mean, than some of the other churches. And that's because of that, I actually read more and then came into the truth. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, the water Tashion. Yeah, look, Tashion gotta be in the background, like, because my man was asking me, I used to go to the shop. I used to fight him all the time, man. You know what I mean? He's like, nah, man, not my Jesus. My Jesus ain't about that. You know what I mean? Nah. And he was like, well, I thought she young talk. You ever, you ever think about this? You know what I mean? You ever? I'll be like, all right, man, I'm gonna look into it and see what happens. Daggone it. You know what I'm saying? So that and that's what it takes. Just reading that Bible, and you'll see that a lot of stuff don't add up to what you're being taught in these churches. Listen, man. I ain't trying to slam the church or slander them and do all that type of stuff. I'm just telling the truth.
Right.
You know what I mean? Wake up. It's time to stop being children, man. It's time to grow up and be a man and do man things. You know what I'm saying? Which is to lead. We got to stop being babies. You know what I mean? We can be babies, but be babies in the truth. Be born again. Go ahead, sis.
I believe what you're saying is heavy too, but you know what it is? It's that they don't want to obey the law, statutes, and commandments. No. That's what it is. Well, they want to keep doing the same old thing and be comfortable doing what they're doing. They don't want to do the right thing.
They're afraid of the law, statutes, and commandments. Yeah. They're afraid that because Jesus, you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because Jesus is not a man. You see what I'm saying? And in the Christian world, Jesus he's not born like you were born, how we were born. So we can't do what he do. So don't y'all see how important it is for us to know that that Mary and Joseph had sex to have Christ? Is that important? Because if you don't, if that's not the case, then guess what? You're not going to believe that you can keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right. That's right.
Because Christ was perfect. And then he say, be ye perfect? I am perfect. Listen, man. We want to go right back into it? Salaki.
Yeah, we're going to go back into it.
Salaki, I know.
No, I know, man.
I know.
Yeah, listen, man. God forbid that, that the news got out that Mary and Joseph gathered in like two normal men and women when he saw each other passionate love, and all of a sudden he created this Negro baby inside a ghetto of Nazareth. And what good thing come out of Nazareth?
What good thing come out of?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, God
thing come out the hood.
You know what I'm saying? A black man, you know what I'm saying, came out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not of an angel.
Right.
But came at the same as his brethren.
Hebrews,
and then all the,
what's that? Hebrews 2:8.
It's like, man, then you know, and then don't you know, then he came in and saved his people.
Right.
A black man.
How dare you? How dare you?
You know what I'm saying? How dare you gonna put that out there? You know what? And you put it out there, black people will have a strong standard to focus on.
Right.
And right now, you know, we don't have that black role model as a high standard.
Right.
You understand? We have it now in Commander Jenny Hanna. You know what I'm saying? We have it now in Commander Jenny Hanna. You understand? Since 1969, man, you know what I'm saying? Commander Jenny Hanna been holding it down, and he been giving us that standard. You know what I'm saying? And we should be looking up towards that standard. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? He's the man that's in charge right now.
Right.
That's the man that was chose by the Lord to lead his nation. You understand? That's the standard. Until
how dare you? How dare you saying too much? You blowing your cover over here.
Hey,
you
man.
mean to tell me a man is leading the people?
Hey, Salaki.
Who's leading your church?
Salaki.
You follow that. You know what?
You right about that.
You know what I mean? I know. I gotta bring it out. Salaki. When you go to church, there's a man that you follow and you show off for to represent your zeal. You know what I mean? You put your vest on, you dress a certain way, you act a certain way, you get in the $101 line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you want that. Well, you know how the pastors, they don't never give you an even number. So they say, you know what, somebody.
Oh, the extra one.
Somebody in here, I know it, I feel it. Y'all got $2,022 because this is the year 2022. You got $2,022. Somebody get in this line right here. And you know what? My pastor, I got to make sure he knows that I am loyal to this church. And you get in line. And when somebody outside the church talk about your pastor, not my pastor, but it's wrong for us to say Commander General Yohana. You're something else. You're something else, man. So listen, man.
I'm gonna get back into it. Let me get back into it, babe. Let me get back into it, man. We're in verse 25. All right. When Exodus 12 and 25, and it shall come to pass when ye be come to the land which the Most High will give you, according as he hath promised, that ye shall keep this service. So when the Most High take us out of this land that we're in, the land of captivity, he's going to bring us back to our land.
That's right.
We're not going to stop keeping the Passover.
Right.
We're going to keep this Passover.
I ain't gonna say it.
And we're going to keep this service in that land that he gave us. You understand?
No, we only supposed to do it in Israel.
No, in this land. It don't matter if you was in a damn Alaska, Salaki. You're going to keep the Passover.
Wherever you are.
If we had to throw the Passover in Alaska, you're going to keep the Passover in Alaska.
That's right.
Just like normally, when I came in the headquarters in New York, due to the pandemic that the Lord produced, you understand, this COVID-19 that the Lord sent away this plague, we couldn't go in New York, and New York has restrictions.
Right.
And we had to do it in Houston. We kept the damn Passover in Houston. And that's the same way we're going to do in Cocoa Beach. We're going to keep the Passover. And we're going to eat this unleavened bread for 7 days. That's what we're going to do because the Lord had given this as an ordinance.
That's right.
And we're supposed to teach it to thy sons. And we're going to keep doing this.
That's right.
You understand?
From our children.
So like all the way up until the point when we get the damn land again, the Lord promises. We go back to our homeland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Israel. Not Africa.
Right.
Israel. You know what I'm saying? Until we go back there, we still keep the damn Passover. We ain't leaving this Passover. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be mad as hell if I come back and everybody still keeping Christmas trees. If I'm going, the Lord take me away here, man. I come back, we still got Christmas trees. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. My mama,
he gonna be at the age of 2, like, no Christmas tree.
I don't know, man. Whoever, yo, so like it, whoever the Lord decide me, you know what I'm saying, to be my mom, she can catch hell.
No, you gonna have.
She gonna catch hell.
She gonna have Israelites.
So like it, she gonna catch hell. I'm trying to tell you, she go out that Christian shit, she gonna catch hell. I'm gonna beat her insides up. I'm gonna tear her. I don't want to hear no jingle bell inside the womb. I don't want to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying?
God and set the tree on fire.
You get mad. Get mad with me. I'm gonna be mad. God, what that man said on TikTok? God. It's a like it, man. So like, let me get back to it, man. Good night, man. I'll be mad, yo. They be upset. Good night. Verse 26, right? Mm-hmm. And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service?
Mm-hmm.
So when your kids come up to you in the young generation and they ask you, what mean by this service? It's your due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
It's your right to make sure to give your child the proper information they need and teach them to keep this law, keep this Passover, mm-hmm. keep this service forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you put it right,
you know what I'm saying?
It says right there in 27.
I'm about to get into it. Verse 27. There ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's, so like of the Most High's Passover,
mm-hmm.
who passes over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, where he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses. And the people bow the head and worship. You know what I'm saying? That's Israel right there, worship. That's Israel acknowledging that they were going to do this. That's the signing of the contract. That's the agreements. What do you call that in Esau terms? That's a verbal what? That's a verbal contract. That could be whole live or in court. So like it. Go ahead.
The church is so far away from not even doing the Passover, like the sacrifice. They don't even sacrifice a lamb. They got a ham.
Damn. You right about that.
Damn.
It's ham and everything.
Ham, Easter egg, mashed potatoes.
So like it. They ain't even going to the next day with unleavened bread because they come back in here. Right. They come in there. Look, Sabbath.
Look, breads and rolls.
Look, listen. Right. Listen. So like it. Listen though. Passover would be, you know, say a different date during the week. It could be that Friday. It could be that Wednesday. You don't really hold services, so they going right there to the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and they got bread in the church. Eat along with the ham sandwich, with the ham and the greens, ham and the beans.
Yo, so like you said, with the ham and the beans, pork and beans.
Mm-hmm. They got all the abominations inside them churches, man.
Yeah, man. Oh my goodness, man.
And got all the bread up in there.
All the bread. They got money.
All the cakes.
They got the money.
Got all the cakes and pies up in there.
Cakes and pies. Cakes and pies.
Probably more than that.
Yeah. Now listen.
You know, you got seconds. You got third and fourth service.
Listen, if I may, sir. No. If I may. Well, you know I'm about to go there, sis. You know I'm about to go there. Listen. Sometimes the offering is longer than the actual service. Right. The pastor get up, he'll spit, you know what I mean? And then it's time. Now it's offering time, and they encourage you to get happy about it. You know what I mean? Because God loves a what? I say that again. See, I ain't. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like you got to get hype. You got to get happy and hype. And guess what happens? What happens? Everybody go. I lie to you not. Everybody goes around. You know what I mean? Get the offering and everything. They get the counting, and then they take a piece of paper, write that amount on a piece of paper, and they show it to the pastor. Pastor looks at the joint. You know what now? See here? I know y'all not giving the way y'all supposed to give. And then it's blah, 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 blah. And then you might get a new sermon based on how you're not giving willfully or not giving cheerfully. And it's like, come on now, everybody, come get $20. Get $20 in hand right now. Everybody get $20. Get everybody $20. Get $20. You can do it. And if you don't got to get two people together and you get $10, you get $10, and y'all bring up the $20. Everybody, come on.
So basically what you're saying is, that they had somebody about there counting the money while they got service. and when they don't reach their goal, they go back and send a message to the pastor.
Right.
And he said, "Oh, we got to hit more."
The one church I was in,
good.
They used to go in. They used to. All right, it was a bigger church. The one church. So they would just get off, and then they offering is over. That was it. But when you go to smaller churches and they're like establishing, they're getting built up. You know what I mean? They do this, and it's different. You know what I mean? Like here, look, you give what you can. That's what it is. The brothers will make it up. You know what I'm saying? But in these instances, no. They have a certain number, and they write that, and they ain't go in the back. They did it right in front, right in the front. So, counting it right there in front. As the offering is coming, as they're hitting the plate, he's picking it up. Count, hitting the plate, count them. Write that number down. Here you go, Pastor. Pastor, look at the number. And listen, I used to be like, oh man,
hustle time.
We about to be here for a minute today.
Hustle time.
Because he don't like that number. We're gonna have to get up again. And I would try to, I remember trying to anticipate it. Like,
what, your spirit told you? Like, your whole
this is how
your whole mind tell you that?
This is how I used to do.
That was a voice of reasoning right there.
Because I was a cheerful giver. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be like, you know what? I'm gonna give this much. And I know they ain't gonna have to come again. I'm gonna get this much. You know what I mean? Bow. I'm gonna get this much.
Car payment.
Yeah.
Car payment. Medical.
Yeah.
Messing up Cam's Jordan money.
He was messing with the church's money. But he said messing with Cam's Jordan money. But yeah, man, I messing with Cam's sneaker money. Yeah, man. But yeah, I was just like, you know what? You know, you don't need them J's this week. You ain't need. You was a little kid, boy. You was sleeping. You was kneeled down with the pie. He used to have his little the Apple tablet, whatever. He used to be kneeled down in church, had his snacks under the joint. I had him hooked up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he remember. I know he remember those days, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Going up in there, he couldn't stand being up in there either. He had that spirit like, man, this place is, you know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah, he knew something wasn't right, you know what I mean? People getting their hands laid on and passing out.
I just go to sleep.
Yo, listen.
I was called the double.
Listen, man. I remember I was young and I was in the church and I passed out and they made you stand up. Kids.
They make you wash yourself?
They be like, stand up, young man. You need to hear it. Stand up. Like, Cam, stand up. You ain't paying attention. Stand on up. That's how it was. Look, you almost stood up. Yeah, like, I ain't standing up. You would if I tell you. But no, cut him a concert. Go ahead, sir.
All right, cool. We can go to the last one, verse 28. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Most High had commanded.
Say what?
And did as the Most High had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they.
Heavy.
So basically, we acknowledged it as a nation. And we said we're going to do what we're going to do. Because you know why? Because we was fearful about the power.
Right.
The power that demonstrated all these plagues. The power that demonstrated his power of all power to turn the water into blood. You know what I'm saying? To bring frogs and bring in all these measles and fleas and things like that he did. He was all plagues, infestations.
And the crazy part about it was they still wanted to serve the God of the Egyptians.
Mm.
So as you can see, again, very quickly too, it wasn't like a time they complained when they wasn't getting, and we're gonna read about it. It wasn't a long time had passed before they went right back. But guess what's gonna happen when we come out of this captivity? It's because the captivity we come out of is gonna be forever. Once we get our kingdom, that's forever. Ain't gonna be no more us falling away and going back to the way. Nah, man. We at that time ain't gonna be no. Oh, we was better off in America.
Right. Salaki.
What can I say?
Oh, somebody gonna say it.
Oh, you know it was gonna happen to him, sir.
I hope I'm looking for work, so I'm hoping Bring that.
We'll be back after the commercial.
he said, I'm looking for work.
Yeah, we'll be back after the commercial.
What you said? Okay, hey, come on.
Enjoy this commercial for 1 second.
Yo, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. He said, I'm looking for work.
I'm looking for work.
You know what I mean, you go ahead and say it if you want to. Oh, all right. You must be my servant. Come on over here. You know what I mean?
Nah, man.
So in the kingdom, they won't be granted mercy for breaking the law.
No,
They
bro.
gonna be straight dealt with here.
Damn right. Bang.
As the law says, as the statute said,
Right.
as the judgment said.
That's it. I was split his way.
Damn right.
I don't care. Listen, so like if I've made this clear. I don't care who it is. 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 If the Most High gives the order, I'm
And let me say,
Salaki, if I could, I'm gonna show you how heavy this is, right? It can be your auntie. It can be your own mama.
That's right.
You got your own wife.
That's right.
It can be your kid.
Got up.
If they do something to break the law,
You got up.
it's either gonna be your kids you're gonna save or the whole nation.
Yeah.
right.
I understand that my son could be reborn again. He could become my reincarnation. I can have more sons.
right.
I can have more daughters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I get an order from the king on Yahushua. I get an order from the king on Yahushua to go. If I get that king, if I get an order from the king, right, on Yahushua, he said, "Yo, Tazia, I hate to, give you this news though, but I caught your mama over there. She was over there. I caught your mama over there. She was over there, worshiping over there one of these false idols, and the penalty is death. I need you to go over there and do your thing."
Damn.
What you say? No.
That's you.
I mean, it's a hard step, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
So the Christianity kingdom is that much they're gonna have a party now.
Yes.
Oh no, you ain't know about that? Yeah, Biggie Smalls right now and Tupac is doing a party right now. Yeah.
Yo, out of all the weed smoking that Tupac and Biggie did,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and all these other things that they did, they still made up there in the pearly white gates and with heaven with Christ and all the pig and swine.
Lee up there.
Listen,
Nice
what Christianity what Christianity really think is that they up there eating swine with the Lord,
right?
Eating greens with fat back there.
Good night.
That's what they think. It's a big party.
It's a big party.
You know what I'm saying?
You going
to a place where every day is Sunday.
Every day is Sunday. Oh, see, now you went too far out of church. That's a church right there. Every day is Sunday. I remember that.
Every day is Sunday. You want to go to a place where every day is Sunday.
I'll see you again. all the people that died.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That you love, you're gonna see them again.
Yeah, that's what he said. Every day gonna be Sunday, and
they holding the spot for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah, he got money. He's doing his thing in Kingdom. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah,
but it's not gonna be that.
Party.
You don't understand it. You don't understand that the new heaven is gonna be right here on earth.
That's right.
They don't understand that. So that pastor don't bring that out and let them know that the new heaven is gonna be on earth.
You know what? Yeah, dude. You know it's just that y'all don't pay attention. When you read the script, it says, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth."
You said a key word there that most people don't do.
What's that?
Read.
They say letter, kind one kind. They don't care.
You don't read. You don't understand the words. Break it down.
Right.
Look, how many people y'all see in church with a Bible open?
Man, hold on. You know what I do see though?
They don't have Bible.
Yeah.
They do.
They do. This is what they do though.
Nobody. I went with a girl, but none of the pews.
They had this open. They'll have this open.
They got iPad.
And what they do is they'll write everything the pastor say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
But the Bible is to the side. You know what I mean? Because why I need a Bible when he reading all of it? You know what I mean? I don't know. Christ. Come on.
Yeah.
Come.
They don't do it. You know what I'm saying? They definitely don't read the Bible. They just go with every word that their pastor tells them.
Every word.
You know what I'm saying?
Every word.
I ain't get it. Cause I was about to say, even in scriptures say, man, if a man come back and tell you to do something that's outside this book, you know, supposed to what? So like it. I ain't getting into it. I need to hold on. Listen, we do that for nuts class. I go.
Oh, we about to come with sir.
No, man, I go in this class.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go ahead. Yeah.
This cord keep hitting me, man. Every time. Triple this thing. Laya Shala.
Laya Sha'ala.
Yeah. Come on. I got you.
All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna set up the prayers, of course, in Hebrew and English to close out. So Amijim, which means stand. Wapan Yahakwadam. You turn face to east.
Doing all the prayers.
Oh, okay. All right. This is the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Sabashamayim, Kwadash, Haya, Simka, Yahweh, Malapaka, Taba'a, Ratazai, Haya, Aisha, Ba'aratazai, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Atananawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawafinawa, Kasalakanawa, Kabawafinawa, Wala'a, Tabaya'ayanawa, Banasaya
one.
A ball. Habashai now. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wa'ala. Wa'athapara. Wa'awalumian.
Aman. Read the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
All right. Prayer for the power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Baba Kasha. Nathanaw. Hakah. Lara Pa'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Marawa. Hakat. Latahar. Hamatazari. Hakat. Lahakim. Hamathi. Hakat. Al Rakawa. Hatama Allah. Lagarashun. Ba'ashem Yahweh. The Wada Aman.
Read the prayers in the power in English. Yahweh, the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
All right, let's pray to bless Israel. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Baraklanawa. Wayasha Arla. Wahabaya Sapari. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The Wada Aman.
Read the blessing of Israel in English. Yahweh, the name of Yahweh Shai. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'a,
Asha'a,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al-Hariam,
Ahariam,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Izaria,
Azari,
Izaria,
Azari,
Ma'ain,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Shemayah,
Wa'aratazah,
Ma'aratazah,
Ayathan,
Ayathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Ragalka,
Ragal,
Al-Yanawam,
Anyanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamar,
Hana,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Nanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Manishan,
Shawamar,
Sharamar,
Yasha'al,
Yasha'al,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazal,
Al-Yad,
Ayah,
Yamyanka,
Yamyanka,
Yawamam,
Yamamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Nakak,
Wayarak,
Va'ara,
Balayala,
Va'ya,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamar,
Makal Rai,
Akarai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athnapashka,
Ashapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'ak,
Taza'ak,
Wabawa'ak,
Wabawa'ak,
Ma'aitha,
Ma'ai,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
Awalam.
Adonam. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He that
moved.
keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in from
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahai,
Al Damayalaka.
Adamanaka,
Al Takarash.
Atakarush,
Al Tashakwat.
Atasakrush,
Al
Al,
Kayahana.
Kahana,
Our Yabyaka.
Alamik,
Yahama Yawan.
Nahaman Yawan,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Al Imaka.
Amik,
Ya Ariyamwa.
Yam,
Sawada.
Sawada,
Wayata.
Walata,
Ya Aitazawa.
Ai Tazawa,
Al Tasapawanyaka.
Ai Tazawamika,
Amarwa.
Amar,
Lakaw.
Laka,
Wanakaki.
Manekak,
Magoya.
Magoy,
Wala Aya Sakar.
my eyes,
Sham Yasha'ala.
Shem Yasha'al,
Iwada.
Awada,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Nawa Aitazawa.
no eyes as a war,
Laba.
Naba,
Yakadwa.
Lakab,
Ayaka.
Hayaka,
Baryath.
Laya,
Yakarathwa.
Yakakwa,
Ahoya.
Ahoy,
Adawam.
Alawon,
Wayashimi Ayam.
Wayishai,
Mawa'aba.
Malahab,
Wagarian.
Gori,
Gabal.
Gabor,
Wa'amawan.
Amon,
Wa'amalak.
Malak,
Palashah.
Palashaf,
Am Yashabya.
Amishab,
Tazawar.
Kishwar,
Gamashawar.
Gamashu,
Nalawa.
Namar,
Imam. Hayawa.
Hayawa,
Zerawai.
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Wat,
Salah.
Salah,
Aishalaham.
Ashalaham,
Kamadian.
Kamani,
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasaya Sasara,
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakal.
Kamanako,
Kayashwan.
Kayash,
Nashamadwa.
Nashman,
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Bayan Madwa,
Hayawa.
Hayawa,
Daman.
Daman,
La Adama.
La'an,
Shayatam.
Shamatam,
Nadayamuwa.
Nana'an,
Kairab.
Karad,
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba,
Wakazabak.
Wakazaba,
Wakatazalmanai.
Wakazatama,
Kal Nasiyakamba.
Kanyas,
Ashar.
Ashur,
Amorwa.
Amor,
Nayarasha.
Narasha,
Lanawa.
Narawa,
Af. Na'awaf.
Nahara,
Alahayim.
Alayam,
Alahaya.
Alihaya,
Shayatam.
Shamitam,
Kagagala.
Kagag,
Kakwash.
Kakwash,
Lapanya Raka.
Napanya Bakar,
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash,
Saba Ira Ira.
Taba Ira,
Wakalaba.
Talaba,
Talahat.
Adahat,
Harayam.
Ariwan,
Khan.
Khan,
Tharadapma.
Tamadat,
Basa Irika.
Masav Ira,
Wabasawa Pafka.
Rizbak,
Thaba Halam.
Tamahawan,
Mala'a.
Mala'a,
Panyaham.
Panyam,
Kwalawan.
Talawan,
Wayabakwashwa.
Kwash,
Shemka.
Shemka,
Yahawa.
Yahawa,
Yabashwa.
Bashwa,
Yahweh. I'm Salakia. Panyaham.
Panyam,
Kwalawan.
Talawan,
Wayabakashwa.
Kwash,
Shemka.
Shemka,
Yahweh.
Yahawa,
Yabashwa.
Bashwa,
Wayabahawa.
Bahar,
Ayai.
Ayahai,
Wayakaparwa.
Kapar,
Wayabadwa.
Bahar,
Wayadaiwa. Kayata. Shemka.
Shemka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Labaka.
Yabak,
Alayawan.
Alawan,
Al.
Al,
Kal.
Kal,
Haratazah.
Ratazar. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies.
Thine enemies.
Make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
They that hated thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up thy head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said.
They have said.
Come. And let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gebal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
And the Philistines.
And the Philistines.
And the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asor also joined with them.
Asor also is joined with them.
They are hoping the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
Unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As Jaban.
As to Jabin.
So like, as a Jaban.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perish at Endor.
Which perish at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeeb.
And like Zeeb.
And like their, it's like, yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zeeb.
As Zabah.
So like, as Zabah. As Zamunda.
And as Zamuna.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh.
The house of Yahweh.
In possession.
In possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stumble before the wind.
As the stumble before the wind.
As the fire burning for wood.
As the fire burns the wood.
As the flame set up the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storms.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
And they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
Whose
name stands alone.
Whose name alone.
Salakia is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Salakia on there, y'all.
All right. Sorry. That concludes Sabbath service. Sisters, you shot me for a second. All right, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Come, Salakia, sir. Even with the. All right, Khan. All right, Khan.
So you close it out. Did you do that?
Yeah, Khan, sir. Khan. I'm gonna close out and then we going.
All right,
Khan. All right, men of Israel, Amon Shabbat, Amizim, Barak. All right, that's my top. Sorry. Sisters, Amizim. All right, men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amon Shabbat, Amizim, Barak.
Yahweh Shema on the thumb by Shem Yahshua.
Yajimata, dismissed. You got shut. You on? Let's salute the two.